So operating systems are very important to learn about, specifically not only for a CompTIA exam, but also hands-on experiences working at a help desk or IT background. Operating system knowledge is also going to help you in all the roles related to IT. Even will help you with desktops, laptops, your phone, all types of devices. They all have operating systems, essentially. So real operating systems are mixed environments with Windows, Macs, Linux servers, and also different types of cloud systems. And then if you are aware around how these platforms work cross-platform, that's really important, because what it's going to make you be able to do is you're going to understand, oh, this device has a Windows operating system. How is that functioning different than Mac OS? What's the user interface look like? How do I open a browser? What does it look like if I want to get into the command line on either types of these machines? These are all kinds of important questions that as you start to learn about operating systems, you're going to gain more knowledge, is going to help you troubleshoot. Also, operating systems are essentially the way that we navigate the computer system. So it's by understanding operating systems, you're also going to understand not only how the device functions as a machine, but also how users interact with the device itself. And so understanding cross-platform allows you to understand what's different about different types of operating systems and how is that different for how they're used. So what's the difference between a really powerful Mac computer that might be used for graphics machines versus a desktop that's used for business with Windows versus Linux, which might be used as a server, or if you want to install Linux on a desktop, what does it look like? How is it different? So we'll be talking more about that. So what operating system skills appear most often in job postings? So that's a really important job posting question. So when you review a job posting, you're going to see you could see Windows, Mac, Linux, different types of operating systems listed. You're going to want to determine, why are they mentioning these operating systems? Is it because they're using the Mac OS environment one way? Do they have laptops which are PCs? Do they have business devices which are also Windows environment? How is the environment set up? Is it a Windows environment all the way throughout the business? What's the server backend look like? What types of operating systems are they using on the servers? So when you see operating systems listed in job postings, you really want to understand what's the capacity of your understanding you're going to need in that job posting to be able to apply for that job. So it could be, how is it installed? How are operating systems updated? What are the settings in different operating systems? How do you best support different operating systems? What are the ways to access the basic command line in these operating systems? How do you manage software differently between one type of operating system versus another one? And most importantly, how do you troubleshoot? What's the difference when troubleshooting issues in these operating systems? And remember that employers usually want practical comfort, not mastery of anything. So if you're able to assist someone with the user interface of an operating system and get them up and going and understand how to help them diagnose and resolve an issue that someone might be having, sometimes being able to explain that is more powerful than having the most technical description of how to solve a problem with an operating system. Yes, technical knowledge is incredibly important, but when it comes to support, showing that you can provide really high quality customer service with supporting people with different operating systems is also important. So not mastering everything is essential. Now, the next thing is, how can you practice operating systems at home? So I definitely recommend the use of a virtual machine. You can use a virtual machine, which is basically on a computer. Now, when you do this, you're able to install different operating systems on a virtual machine. So you could have a Windows machine, add a virtual machine to it, and install a Linux distribution to that virtual machine. That's going to teach you how to partition space on the drive, show you how an install of an operating system can work, also show you the different space capacities on that drive. That's also going to allow you to look at, how does that operating system function differently than the one I have on the machine itself. It's going to give you also some basics on user support, command line, software management, and also if you look at dual boot for operating systems and guided labs, which you can find online to help you understand how to practice operating systems at home. So one thing to practice with operating systems that's really important is creating user accounts, How do you perform an update on an operating system? How do you create folders on an operating system? Where are the apps located? How do you organize apps on the operating system? And ultimately, where are the system settings within the operating system? So all operating systems are going to have those types of common tasks associated with it. Creating accounts, performing updates, creating folders, understanding the folder structure and where it's located in an operating system, what types of apps are available on the operating system, and how to manage settings. All right. So anywhere you go, if you're at home and you need to practice knowledge of operating systems, often the operating system on your device, you have that one, but you also can utilize virtual machines to experience other ones if you'd like to try that out. So for some career coaching questions here, what careers rely heavily on Windows and Linux knowledge? So help desk roles, yes, you're going to want to have a knowledge of different operating systems, how to manage them, how to troubleshoot different issues on operating systems. And as your skills and abilities increase, you're going to learn more about system administration. And system administration is basically understanding the operating system at different levels of management. How are you going to manage that from the user level to the administrator level? And how are you going to perform tasks to help solve problems all the way in between? There's cloud support. So if you're utilizing cloud resources, how are you going to support that machine? Cybersecurity becomes an important component here with Windows and Linux knowledge, because you're going to need to identify what does a cyber threat look like on a Windows machine versus a Linux machine. Also, what does it look like when a device has malware or another type of issue related to it? And how is that different between operating systems? And there's also DevOps adjacent roles. So operating systems are very powerful topics in computing because they're basically kind of guts to understanding how the computer functions from a user standpoint, from the interface and how to perform tasks, and all the way up the chain from the command line to the back end, all the way to the front UI user interface. Now remember, just also important to remember that Linux is important to expand your skills with Linux as you increase your knowledge in IT, just because it's going to help you have more understanding of back-end technologies, because Linux may be the software that's used on servers. Linux may be the operating system that is utilized on servers as you go up the chain with IT. So knowing how different Linux distributions are is important. Knowing how you manage a Linux operating system environment, and also know how to basically run some commands in the bash Linux command line. So the deeper you get with IT, the world of Linux is also going to become a bigger topic, because they're going to help your system administration knowledge tremendously. So the next question, how does operating system knowledge support cybersecurity careers? And I think that's a great question, because it is tremendously powerful to helping a cybersecurity career, because essentially cybersecurity is understanding file systems, permissions, patching, logs, users, and processes to identify an incident response to a specific issue happening related to cybersecurity. So you need to understand the operating system so that you can identify issues as they happen. And knowing security often means with system administration fundamentals. So there are system security settings within every operating system that you're going to want to become familiar with. And the more you become familiar with those system administration settings that are aligned with creating secure environments, the more protected you're going to be from cybersecurity threats and understanding if there's an issue with the device. So in order to begin looking into cybersecurity, a lot of first tier protections for any device related to cybersecurity are going to start with functions and features within the settings of the systems administration on an operating system. So knowing the operating system, learning the settings, learning how the system administration ultimately will be, and how different devices are set up differently with different operating system settings is going to help you be better prepared for issues with cyber attacks, whether it's malware, whether it's viruses on a device. Your knowledge of operating systems is going to help you tremendously. All right. So the closing prompt is what is one idea from operating systems that you could explain to someone else this week and how would it help you in a real IT role? I'll share mine first. I think that one idea from operating systems that I could explain to someone else, one thing that I always like to explain to other people around operating systems is that they're connected devices essentially in many environments. So you can log in to a desktop computer within a computer lab as a systems administrator and make global changes on a network because you are a systems administrator. Also, you need to realize when you have a lot of network devices, you can manage the operating systems and create an image so that that image is consistent across all the devices, which gives you an environment which has a lot of controls within it. So it's important that with operating systems, you understand that all those controls and settings on any operating system are a series of options from the IT department often, or if you're just managing your own device and you're looking at the different options available, those are all things that are controllable, and they're controlled and able to be available so that you can set up a safe environment for the user. So it's really important to understand that operating systems are basically how the user interacts with the device, what the settings are that helps you be really effective with the use of the computer with the operating system you're using. What kind of preferences? Do you want the screen darker? Do you want the screen lighter? How do you want the windows to show up? How do you want your apps docs? How do you want your settings for power to be? All of these are decisions that are available to you within operating systems. So it's just important how those are all interconnected.